hear the whispers, yeah, they want me down. Glitch in the system, time to flip the sound. I'm on the run, but I'm cool with it. Breaking through walls, I don't quit, I don't sit. Blueprints in my mind, but I freestyle the road. I'm cracking the code, man, I'm in control. Floating in the unknown, leave it behind. We chasing shadows, but we redefine. Feel that bass hit electric in the night. Break the code, step into the light. We gon' break the code, let it explode. Riding the wave, out of control. We gon' break the code, just let it flow. Lost in the moment, let the rhythm show. Break the code, break the code. We riding high, no need to fold. Break the code, break the code. Catch that vibe and let it roll. Stars falling, but we still rise up. In the fragments, piecing dreams back up. I see the future in your eyes, no lies. We breaking free, no ties, no disguise. Life is a puzzle, I'm fitting the piece. Up in the clouds, but I'm feeling the streets. Got the key now, opening doors. Breaking the chains, we're meant for more. Floating in the unknown, leave it behind. We chasing shadows, but we redefine. Feel that bass hit electric in the night. Break the code, step into the light. We gon' break the code, let it explode. Riding the wave, out of control. We gon' break the code, just let it flow. Lost in the moment, let the rhythm show. Break the code, break the mold. We riding high, no need to fold. Break the code, break the mold. Catch that vibe and let it roll. Break the code, break the mold. Riding the wave, out of control. Break the code, just let it flow.
Watch it unfade when every day is the same. Learn to dull the pain. Head filled up with doubt, put it back on the shelf. 'Cause I don't got time to feel it today. Turn over, close my eyes, go back to sleep. Like now, all the thoughts surrounding me. All these echoes in my head lead me back down to nowhere. Crushing weight upon my chest, pull me out of bed. I guess I'm on the floor.
Could you even hear that music that whole time that was playing? You probably couldn't hear a thing. How's it going, guys? I am sorry. I have been such an irresponsible streamer. I had a hair appointment on Friday to and it was on my old work calendar. Didn't know about it, so oh good. Thanks, Rug. So, when I left my job, I obviously didn't bring it with me. So I've got a text at like, I was completely planning on streaming, and then at like 12:40, I was literally sitting down to my computer to start streaming, and then I looked at my phone. It's like, so, you're supposed to be here to get your hair done, and so I left. Because, I would have had to wait another 6 weeks. Oh, I forgot to have chat up. In other news, I don't think I'll be streaming on Friday. Again. Nothing's official, so I'm not making any, like, hey, Ghost Daddy. I'm not making any, announcements because nothing's official, but, I have some things coming up that'll probably just affect my schedule, so we'll be redoing the streaming schedule, here pretty quickly. But, you know, why not? Why not have 71 viewers? Does any... Now we have 14 viewers. I love this. I love how we just can't get any consistent numerics at all on these views. But anyway, thanks. Welcome everybody who's here. And let's do some happy helming. That's kind of my plan for today, is to do some happy helming. See? 14 viewers. We need like something like a who command that just like tells just lists everybody's name. I'm not gonna do that because of the lurkers, but you know. So this isn't working, but I don't know if I want to fix this. Like, that's what I just noticed. So I just pulled this up. Ugh. And it said the Docker didn't build because I have the metadata action set up wrong. So we need to fix that. I need to include the images. With image, the image is... I believe we were calling it Soy Pete TwitchBot. What other news do we have? I had a video drop today. I had to, so I have been using the free Notion for a while. I like Notion. Notion's fine. I have found the experience of writing blog posts on Notion superior to the experience of writing blog posts in Google Docs. There is zero difference besides the fact that it supports markdown style syntax. That's it. That is the difference. But I just enjoy it more. I don't know why. My free Notion told me, they said, "Hey Mariah, you've used all your credits." They called them blocks. And I was like, "What?" And so, and then so I was like, I don't want to pay for that. So then I tried doing Google Docs, and it sucked. I couldn't get anything done. So then I went to go look at how much Notion cost. So personal, right? It's called the personal Notion. Personal plan. It cost $12 a month, or if you paid annually, $10 a month. With an additional fee. Did that not push? And then it cost $8 a seat. And I said, why does a you gotta commit first. Why does a personal plan have a concept of additional seats? That didn't make sense to me. But I can have up to 100 guests, so I can still share my Notion docs with anybody under the sun. I just can't make them workspace owners. And again, in person, like, why do you have that doesn't make sense to have multiple workspace owners on a personal plan. So I had to, and then I found out, I have like 3 people as workspace owners. And I was like, why on earth do I have 3 people? So I went and removed my workspace owners. And then I paid for it. Docker build build requires one argument? No, we're doing Docker build. That's literally a valid Docker build. Ignore that. Where does it say Docker build build needs a thing? Maybe I need to use Docker build X. Okay. Will you just tell me what I need for Docker build X build? Add host? Huh? I've clearly never done this. Yes, but I didn't want to use the build push action. I want to search. Okay, maybe I need this instead of the metadata one. Oh yeah, so Docker build X does the platform thing. Okay, so what if instead of metadata, which I don't think I need. Oh my gosh. I'm apologize for yawning. Why does that word build look really weird right now? I'm not using the build push action because it doesn't do what I want. Oh. I actually want that. With that. Try Docker build X. Seems like I just am forgetting the git add step every time. I don't know if I want my fan on. So much for happy helming. Yeah, I know you keep telling me I need a path or URL. But, like... Docker build... Oh, where am I typing? Docker... Oh, I'm typing there. Docker... build X GitHub action. Just show me the command, dude. Okay, so what if I do want that? Okay, so maybe I was just doing the action wrong. I was just sorry. Oh my gosh. Can you tell that I'm distracted? I'm sorry. I want to be doing Helm charts, but I'm not. I'm just writing code because that's all we do. We just write code. No. So we want it to be Soy Pete TwitchBot. I don't want the Git Shaw. I want the Git that thing. Event release tag name. Hey, NeoVim is the problem? Excuse me. I'm offended. I will double down on NeoVim being my life. My email said I got a follow. Did we just get a follow that didn't come up in chat? Thank you for following. I will say that my fingers aren't working, but I think that's just me being dumb. Like I said, I'm just like a little distracted. I'm waiting to see if my entire week gets upended or not. So I'm waiting for an email about employment, essentially. Look at that. Invalid tag. Yeah, that should be an invalid tag. Savage Coder, did you know that Pedro still thinks you're my best friend? So we only want to see. We only want to run this here. Oh, there's like a way to like turn push. Oh yeah, we essentially do this. That's what we do. Update to only build. That didn't work. Come on, email. Anyway, what time is it? 3:12? Did that not get pushed? That's worked in the past. That's interesting. It's interesting that it's not working now. Sorry for missing May 4th. It's always such a fun day to stream on. But Sundays are just crazy for me. And we have to take a nap. Like, Sundays without a nap are just irresponsible, you know? Hey, thanks! Ayush. Ayush? Thanks, I'm glad you think I rock. I think I rock too. Oh, I don't think I want the ref name. I think I only want that. Because that should do it on versions only. I don't like the Git. The Shaw thing was really throwing me off. Has been for a while. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. This doesn't work locally for some stupid reason, but I'm glad it still builds on the image thing. Not an image thing, the runner. Whew. So I've been doing a whole lot of YouTube shorts recently because I pay for a thing that does them for me. And I've been getting, like, look at this. Look at all these views I get on these YouTube shorts. I mean, they're short content. You should get a ton of views. I'm just super surprised that, like, I get thousands of views. It blows my mind that video that I get that many views. But we're at 35. I was really surprised that this got over 100 views, the unboxing, but I guess unboxings get a lot of views. Oh, it built. Sweet. Okay, I'll call this one good, I think. Uh-oh. What? I thought it worked. Didn't it work? What if we just did this? I pressing tab instead of enter. That is the issue here as to why my commits are not doing anything. Wait. Was the Twitch one building and the Discord one not? Is that what happened last time? The Docker one built and the Twitch one didn't. That was the difference. Okay, well this is progress. This is good error. You can't read it. Now that I think about it. One minute, let me just send the Slack to this guy. Hey, Kara. Yeah, GitHub. Oh, I'm thinking. I know that I pay money to have artifact registry on Google Cloud. I pay 31 cents a month. So I might just like start pushing these to Google Cloud in a minute, which is irritating, but I just don't want to fight with it. Hey, Kara, have you done anything? I know you work on SQL Fluff and do data stuff. Have you done anything with Airbyte? Or am I just remembering things? I thought like we talked about that once. Okay, just played around with it. Okay. I'm not doing anything with it right now, but one of... One of my backlog projects is to like pull all of my analytics into a database. And it just has a lot of like plugins. Like it has YouTube analytics and TikTok analytics and Twitter analytics and Twitch analytics, and I thought it would be really easy to spin that up and pull everything in instead of writing a whole bunch of scripts. But so I've been thinking about it. That's it. It's not impressive for anything real. It's just like... I don't think it's impressive. I just think it's convenient. Failed to solve. Failed to read Docker file. Open Docker file. No such directory? Huh? Oh, okay. So I am doing the right thing. GitHub workflows. I wanted to look at the Discord one. Okay. Okay, I needed to specify the file. Oh, that's not even the right file. It's Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Oh, it's not how you spell Twitch. Which a tool should be? Yes. Should be. But it's open source, which the tools that like Stitch and Fivetran, which do the same thing, right? Again, pull in metrics for BI, you know. Ooh, buenas tardes. I'm glad you're tuning in from Argentina. ¿De qué parte? 0.2 Docker file. So my brother-in-law's Peruvian, and they're trying to do the bilingual thing with my niece and nephew. So yesterday, my niece is 4. Yesterday I was hanging out with them. Did we push the next thing? No, we did not push. And so I was being really like, and my niece goes to immersion preschool. So I was she did not enjoy this. She does not like to speak Spanish with me. But every time I would on the left side, I would talk in Spanish, and every time I was on the right side, I'd talk in English. And she's like, no. Where is my ojo? Like, Cordova. That's over by the mountains. Good, Cordova. I'd never been to Cordova. That's Buenos Aires. I've been to Buenos Aires. Didn't we already do this? South Africa. That's the other side. That's the other hemisphere. Wow, Christian. Thanks for coming in. We usually just have our Mountain Time Zone friends hanging out here. What? Okay, how's this Twitch build going? Oh, I just had to point at the file and it worked just fine. Wait, the other stuff was all copied out. Why does it think it's running? Come on. So it's just... and I do not speak Afrikaans. That's not, just Spanish. I can do Spanish and English. So a concert. Oh, we've acquired a company. Does that mean Weave thinks they're gonna make money? Oh. Weave, I used to work there. So I have some stocks there, and they just acquired an agent company. What about Go? What do you mean, what about Go? Well, this is all Go building. Oh, my 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Go. Estoy bien. ¿Y tú, Christian? You speak Spanish in South Africa? That's an interesting combination. English, Spanish, and Go. Hey. We'll take that. No bueno, like not good. That's sad. And Pedro? How's Pedro? Pedro, what languages do you speak? Pedro! Rug Matbot's not currently streaming. You know that, Rug Matbot? Oh, come on. And JavaScript. Gross. I'm just kidding. You can speak JavaScript. That's just fine. Pedro's just not allowed to talk about JavaScript. You can chat and go. Good job, Pedro. SQL and a bit of Markdown. Oh, we have... Look at those analytics still all over the place. Ugh. I love it. I'll take it. Ugh. You see 139? Uh, 142? I mean, I'll take it. If you're in chat, give us a wave. Other than that, I'm assuming that everybody's on YouTube, and chatting. Like, YouTube can chat just fine. The number of viewers has just been off recently, and so it looks like it works. So I shouldn't have anything new over here. How come we have tags with no releases? I don't get it. What am I building? We have a chat bot, Pedro. You can just talk to Pedro in chat by saying Pedro. See, Rugmat's demonstrating. You just talk to Pedro. Pedro's our chat bot. Pedro exists in Twitch and Discord. We have just finished separating them into 2 distinct binaries. 5-minute CI. Yeah, we love 5-minute CI builds. They're so great, Sandwich. See, Pedro's not... It's been 10 messages, so Pedro forgot that you're their best friend. We should put that in the system prompt so that they don't forget. Pedro can't forget. Assign myself, put ready for review. Commit suggestion. Oh, Pedro's very snappy. Yes, because Pedro is running on the magical 5090 machine, Savage Coder. You put Pedro on a GPU, and Pedro is so fast. Actually, it has nothing to do with the GPU. It's the fact that it's on 2 different... We have the Go app on one machine and the Llama C++ on another machine. It makes the queuing of the messages go much faster. Oh, yeah, I do need to remove that. Thank you. What did I do? No, I didn't do... Did I do right quit all? I did not. I need to remove these comments. Pedro's gonna try to talk about Go. Pedro might be the first Discord bot to run on a 5090. I didn't even think about that. that was the video I just dropped, was putting Pedro on the 5090. It's our new YouTube video. Came out this morning. Okay. Oh, come on. Why is it always so hard? Pedro has no queue. Pedro thinks it's 2023. What am I doing? Thank you. I'm not a physical presence. See, Pedro's in... Oh, we should add that before we do anything stupid. Since that was part of the things, look. Yeah. No, I mean it was a so it's running Llama. It's running like a 4K. 4K. It's quantized. Llama 3.1. Eventually, like next steps for Mariah are we're gonna get a bunch of models and we're gonna benchmark them so we can get Pedro running something that's like super smart. But we're not there yet. Like, I would much rather spend my time, clearly, deploying things to Helm than benchmarking. So the benchmark we'll do that after we get the disk. We need not the Twitch bot. The Twitch bot will probably stay on the machine for a while. Because I have to figure out how to do the Kubernetes DNS. And I haven't done that before. Not that I've done Helm before, but anyway. So we'll get Discord on Kubernetes, we'll get Prometheus on Kubernetes, we're gonna get the logging. Well, Pedro did have a 10x speed up. Just by going on the new computer with the RAM. Yeah. Well, hey, Pedro used to take like 2 minutes to respond. So it's doing pretty good, like actually keeping up with chat and stuff. But Pedro does not take live video input from the stream. That is not something I've set up. It would be really nice. Pedro's not running multimodal text only. We do have captions, but the captions, they used to save to a file. I don't know when the caption plugin broke, so it didn't save to a file. Right now, it only just sends them to Twitch. But I have toyed with the idea of taking captions and sending them to Pedro. Pedro could be the 300 viewers. Ooh, yes. Little did we know, Pedro's just a AGI agent. Learned itself. Can you cache this build stuff, please? Like, is there like a anti-caching thing that you hate? What the heck is this? Whatever. We're gonna merge you and move on to the Helm stuff, because we only need the Docker one anyway. Oh, let's actually do this. Git tag. I'm not doing good semantic versioning at all, as you can tell. Because I'm pretty sure the Docker Twitch split is like a big deal, but I don't really care. What does that do, Savage Coder? I don't understand what having Docker ignore inside Docker ignore does. Oh. So it's ignore all dot files that aren't Docker ignore. That's smart. That's a good call. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think, like... Have I really done that many things? Why did the linter fail? That's stupid. So now we go to packages. I am Pedro. Why does it... I just want this to have a freaking version on it. I'm just so tired of container registry. Oh, well, I use Podman. Does that make a difference? Oh, we don't know. Well, me neither. Me neither. Don't know. So... we haven't had any good... You know... I want some really good short content to come out of this. Docker ignore works with... well, the Docker ignore... I use Podman locally. And it does take Docker ignore. But... the CI uses Docker build, so it's fine. So Nerd CTL uses Moby build kit. Is that what you use? I don't even know what that is. So we're gonna need. Oh wow, somebody taught Pedro that. Wasn't me. We all know I'm not that smart. So CRDs, custom resource definitions, should be what I need to deploy my Docker container, correct? I'm gonna ask this, Pedro. No, YouTube chat doesn't like URLs. That's just YouTube. Twitch chat doesn't care. Oh, container D. I see where the nerd comes from. I mean, I could just probably build it locally and deploy it with cube control, right? What do you mean I don't have a cluster? Oh. I know for a fact I do. What? Oh, Discord doesn't like URLs? Like this like the live chat doesn't like URLs? It might not. Oh, like if you take one from, I don't know. Yeah. How do you do? Okay. Why is my cluster not working? Well, it thinks it's pointing to the local host, which means the path is wrong. And did I not? Here's the thing. I'm about to do something stupid. Like I always do. Oh, the live chat. No, maybe it doesn't. I know that a lot of times, like, they go post after the fact. Okay, I fixed it. I just need to post, like... Edit the... There we go. Now I can do K9s. Look at that. Okay, I don't have any pods. Because I don't have anything deployed. Okay. I knew I didn't have pods. How do you quit? I just know that, like, as soon as the stream's over, I get, like, 20 messages from Discord talking about how, not talking, just, like, of it posting new messages and stuff. So, it, definitely does that. So, here's my thought. This should probably be at the root directory. Oh. With everything else. Right? We're gonna make a chart. Well, okay. So, charts are app specific, and I have 2 apps. Theoretically. So does that mean that I should have... Should I have this at the root directory, or the root, or at the other one? I still think I should have it at the root, because I'm gonna deploy... Like, the Prometheus instance can be used for both Discord and Twitch. The Loki instance can be used for both Discord and Twitch. I don't see a problem. I mean, I can always move it if I want to. It's just like with stuff like this, where it's like, versioning and stuff. Oh. Yes, the fact that we're have any kind of rate limit at all is hilarious, because there's just not a lot of activity in general in my Twitch chat. Like, we're definitely a community of lurkers. Wouldn't you agree? We're a community of lurkers? And that's okay. I love lurkers. Lurkers. 4 lurkers and 250 bots? Hey! If the bots give me ad revenue, I don't care. Because until further notice, this is the only way I'm getting fed is ad revenue. Provenance? Oh. So basically, what I was reading is I could, instead of, like, doing Helm repo add, I could just do dependencies, which is what I kind of wanted to do anyway. So that's cool. But now I'm gonna have to add a whole more. Probably all of the Helm stuff's gonna want to be in an ignore, right in the Docker ignore. Should I make a chart is an organized collection of files inside a directory. The directory name is the name of the chart without versioning information. Yeah, but nobody's gonna Helm pull my chart. Well, let's not talk. Yeah, I mean. Okay, so I probably should make der Helm. And then, like, we're gonna have one called Pedro. I am Pedro, right? Oh, and this needs to be -P because -O is not a thing. I always type -O and I did -P. Oh my goodness, I made 2 directories, that one inside of the other, all by myself. I didn't even forget it. Aren't you so proud of me? I didn't even have to, like, go and do... Anyway, I always think it's -O. Is there a Helm in it? No. SPF 13 was involved with Helm stuff too? Man, SPF 13... Friend of mine, by the way. Yes, I do know people. None of the people are cool anymore. They were cool, like... All of the people I know were cool, like, 15 years ago. When I didn't even write code. So I need a chart YAML, a license YAML. Like, I just want to do this. I want to go... See? Doesn't exist. Annoying. I guess we'll start with this, which they don't... Why don't they just have, like, a click right there? Sorry, like, when you go to, like, the quick start and stuff, or, like, getting started, oh, I wanted create. Oops. That's what I wanted. So I can do Helm. This is what I'm learning today. I'm learning all about Helm. So if I want to... I wanted an init. There's not an init. But I should be able to do Helm, create. I am Pedro. Pedro. Pedro, 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 Pedro. So... Did you make a clip? I'll take it. I like your clips. Pedro, 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 Pedro. Thank you. Thank you for making your clip. Okay, so this is what I wanted. I wanted it in init, and the init is not an init. It's just actually create. So you create it, call what you name, done. That is how you get started with Helm. So we should have a notes, a service. We're not removing anything. So we're not gonna start with a template yet. We don't really need a template yet. File values. Where's your dependencies? I've done Helm templates before. Helm templates are super easy. Eventually. Oh, is Helm written in Go? Oh no. So, funny story. We all know that I live and breathe Go here. I didn't read the article, but I did see an article on Medium come up the other day and recommended to me. And the title was Why Enterprise Companies Are Silently Abandoning Go. And I cried a little bit. And then I was like, yep, they are. I agree. It's just open source that likes Go. And the reason that companies don't want Go is because they want Python or Rust. Just straight up. They want the tools of the Python ecosystem that AI can just build, or they want Rust. So there's I am Pedro v2. I thought we needed to be on Helm v3. It should be an application. That's fine. This can be the semver. No, the version of the application being deployed, we're on 8. Okay, where was that depths thing? So, managing dependencies. So, they had up here, like, under sources, keywords. See, we haven't gotten that far. That's a good question. We do not have an icon, but we should. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Just 'cause I can. Oop, that's Professor Pedro. Professor Pedro is still private until further notice. It won't be forever, but it is for now. It did. I was about to say, I'm surprised Pedro didn't recommend the Mayo Clinic. Pedro did. WebMD and the Mayo Clinic. So we're gonna have 2 dependencies. The first will actually. We're gonna have 3 dependencies. Shivam, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. YouTube's really rocking today. Why is the YouTube algorithm so popular? So they were explaining this dependency thing over here. So its name is something, and then we do the version and the repository. Don't we need the URL? Okay, yeah. So we want the version and the repository. I also have to use Helm add to do it locally. Yeah, I do. but I don't... So we're gonna use this for cluster egress. I don't need that. Don't need that. Explosion, don't need that. But I will need... I need one of these two. I don't remember which one, but I'll need one of those two to get the switch off working. So I need those things set up. That's the URL. So let's do the Prometheus one first. Prometheus. Tell them how to... Look at that! So smart. It just knew. So the name should be Prometheus Community. I don't know what the version is. Do you know what the version is? What's happening here? Yeah. So right now, I am trying to I have a Kubernetes cluster that I have set up in my home lab. My home lab is 2 mini PCs and 2 Raspberry Pis. Well, yeah. Oh, nice. So, and right now I'm trying to... I'm gonna go with this version. 1.17.0.0. And so I am setting up Helm so that I can deploy the dependencies I want for running our chatbot. So we want to have Prometheus so we can do metrics. We're gonna do Grafana. Thank you, thumbs up. Thank you. We're gonna have Prometheus. We're gonna have Grafana. Oh, I wrote these down. Let's where's Excalibur? No, I didn't save Excalibur. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't save Excalibur. So what I'm trying to... I have these things over here. So we're setting up our Kubernetes cluster. So we're setting up our Kubernetes cluster. So these are the things we want to install with Prometheus into our cluster, right? So we have a cluster... We have control play running on a Raspberry Pi, and then we have these 3 agents. These 3 agents. We have 2 mini computers, and we have a Raspberry Pi compute module. We're going to have the Pedro Go app installed by Helm, Prometheus installed by Helm, Loki installed by M, Tailscale installed by Helm, and Grafana installed by Helm. These are all going to be dependencies, which is what I'm defining right here. So the dependencies in the Helm chart so that I can deploy them. That's it. Oh, I have this over here. Okay, I don't think I need the rest of these. What does the bot do? That. Pedro's a chat bot that just, chats with you. Who knows? I wonder if this still works. I wonder if that still works. So Pedro is a Twitch chat bot and also a Discord bot. So you can ask Pedro questions in Discord. You can also play 20 questions with Pedro in Discord. Which LLM module is used? It is an open source module that I have hosted locally. It is Llama 3.1. Look at this is literally my laziness, my level of laziness. Okay, we're gonna try just Prometheus, I think, before I get ahead of myself. Once you define dependencies, you can run Helm dependency update. Okay. Helm dependency update. Whoa. No, I'm not using it. I have the model literally running with Llama C++. So, I'm not paying for any API calls. I just host it myself. I paid for an NVIDIA 5090. RTX 5090 GeForce, technically. What? Chart not found? Oh, I already did a Helm repo ad, obviously, for Tailscale. Literally, that's literally where it tells me it is. Like, I am just doing what it said. Oh, I probably need to pick one. Don't I just want to do Prometheus? Yeah, it's this one. Can you use Pedro? Yeah. You would just have to host your own, you can just, I mean, you can chat with Pedro right now. All you have to do is say hi Pedro in the chat and ask your question. All the code's open source, if that's your question. Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm's not a thing. What? Did I? No, it literally it's Prometheus. Prometheus community Prometheus. What was? What is so hard about that? You can also use Pedro in Discord. Yeah, it's the. I don't know what the problem is. Why doesn't it like that? Well, clearly the version's wrong. I don't think Nightbot posts to the thing. Nightbot doesn't post Discord, but thank you, Reg. Oh. Yeah, links don't do that. Okay, yeah, I thought it needed version 3. So why does Helm think I'm using version... This is my problem. Sorry. I don't need to migrate anything. So I am using Helm v3. Ooh, I could add the... So if you're on YouTube... So... Back to here. And you go to my channel. Oh, these are all super outdated. Yeah, clearly we don't have anything. Like, I'll have to update those. Yeah, no, somebody's like, Mariah, your channel's outdated. I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, it really is. Like, you can't do anything. My GitHub, it says I'm looking for work. Am I looking for work? Well, technically I am working for work. I'm not employed, so I mean, they're not wrong. There we go. Done. Updated. Updated. So. Yeah, I haven't updated my GitHub profile in a long time. So this is the wrong version of Prometheus. I am using Helm 3, just to clarify that. That's fine, it can have additional dependents. But what's the version? 27.0, thank you. Wait, no. This is what?
light when I said I'm moving on. Can you hold me like you did back then? Can you help me ease my pain? You know I meant to say I'm sorry, but my mind doesn't understand. I hope you won't let go.
Is this should be the version of Prometheus we want to install. Okay, so I need the Prometheus version, not the chart version. That's what I'm gathering here. Mm. 331. Okay, let's do that. What? I don't... Maybe I just haven't set it up right yet. I think I need values or something. Chart names. YAML. Okay. The best practice. How you format values. Yeah, well, values are for the templating. Oh, gosh. Helm install. This installs a chart archive. No, I should just be able to do a Helm repo add. I really don't know. So in the Tailscale one, sorry, you do an add and then an install, which is what I was expecting. In this Prometheus one, we just have to do an add and then an update and then and then so that in that update there was an install done. Installs a chart. Okay. But we don't have any values, so I will have to set values, because that's what the path is. Okay, let's get those values figured out. No. Oh gosh. They gave me a whole lot of defaults I don't need. I feel like I need to just go do a Helm tutorial. Am I, like, crazy? I have Helm installed! I don't want to do the Bitnami thing.
Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe.
Hey, thanks. Oh, I missed it. PD Wag, thanks for that follow. Glad you're here. Sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. I am, mad at Helm. Post 7, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm just hanging out. Mad at Helm. Slightly, confused. So, like we said, just a quick catch up. We're going to be installing our Go app, Prometheus, Loki, Tailscale, and Grafana, all with Helm, because I've never done Helm. So I am like, when was Helm big? Like 2019? So I'm just a little bit behind everybody that's already done Helm. So, plus everybody's got instructions for how to install stuff with Helm. I know for a fact that I can put everything in a chart.yaml and it just installs. Know for a fact I can do that. Where? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Where my head is currently fuzzy is, I pulled up this values file. Don't know what to do. This, again, and it's not any of this. It's, I'm creating a chart for Pedro, essentially, is what I have to do. And there's a set of values, and a lot of concepts to wrap my head around right now. And, oh, there's Artifact Hub. There's a lot of things to wrap my head around, and it just feels a little bit like a fire hose. So we started, we were essentially, I guess this is the guide, right? we started here. We did a Helm create my chart. Oh. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of the templates. That's what it says to do. I'm just gonna keep, I think... Oh, I should have kept templates the directory. I'm just gonna keep going through this. Then, until I figure out what I want. Basic, it says when you're writing production grade charts, having basic versions of these charts can be really useful. So when you're day-to-day charting, you probably won't want to remove them. What's really funny about that to me, is they tell you that A, after you remove them, like, A, that's the first thing. B, right, because they just said RMRF. B, the second thing that's really funny about that to me is, like, they're on the internet. So there's my reference. They're on the internet. PD Wag, how would you go about recommending learning K8? It's a good question. What do you want to learn it for? I am not a K8s admin. I am 100% a K8s user. So, I, may not have work. Are you doing hosted? Are you on the cloud? Or are you on-prem? Because those are also two different things. If you're on the cloud, I would say find a hosted provider. And then, like, I would say run through a couple tutorials. I'm using, like, Helm, GCP, AWS. Yeah, so, like, if you can do GKE Autopilot or EKS, just use that. Then you don't have to worry about a whole lot of admin stuff. You can just basically, like, do user things. And then decide how you want to deploy for work. Find a good CI/CD thing. That way you don't have to worry about kube control. Apply. And then it's about learning tools. You can learn Argo, you can learn Helm, you can learn Circle CI. Pick whatever one you want and go from there. If this is like... If you've never done it before, I am sorry. If you're the first one, that's rough. If you're trying to break into the field, that's also rough. I recommend... I don't know. Like... I wanted to learn Kubernetes. I'm still learning Kubernetes. Like, I've deployed things to Kubernetes, but that's about the extent of my Kubernetes knowledge. So, like, I just built a cluster at home, and that's how I'm learning it. And right now, I'm working through the getting started on Helm. If you do have a local CNCF meetup, I recommend finding people that you can ask questions to. I have a lot of friends that I just ask questions to. So config map, if I remember correctly, these are just going to be key value things. Oh, I wonder... So I've done 1Password CLI with, there we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Postman. I've done it with Terraform. So I've done 1Password stuff with Terraform. I haven't done 1Password stuff with Helm. So I'm really glad that they say this is how you do secret injection with Helm. The 1Password is how I just am going to do all of my secret management. I don't need Vault or anything for my local stuff. So we're totally good. And I think, yeah. Nice. No, I can just do this. So, let's actually read this. So, the first template we're going to create is a config map it will be a config map. In Kubernetes, a config map is simply an object for storing configuration data. Other things like pods can access data in a config map. Okay. Because config maps are basic resources, they make a great starting point for us. Let's begin. Yeah, have you done? Have you? People I talked to literally last week were like, I don't like Fargate. Use Cloud Run. I'm like, I don't know. How are they different? I have mostly done Cloud Run, to be fair, in GCP. Why do you not have a copy button right here, you dumb set of dogs? So this is called config.map.yaml. Sometimes it loads, sometimes it doesn't. The name is my chart config map. My value is hello world. Yeah, we're using YAML files. The YAML file above is bare bones config map, which have minimal necessary fields. By virtue, yeah, you can configure the container spec. You have to do it with their CLI. And to be fair, I done most of that stuff with Terraform. Anytime I interact with cloud services, that's like use Terraform. That's just what I do. So yeah, lots of Terraform. Not enough Kubernetes. The YAML above is a barebone config map that has minimal necessary fields. By virtue of the fact this file is in my charts template directory, it is sent through the template engine. It is just fine to put plain YAML file like this in the charts template directory. When Helm reads this template, it will simply send it to Kubernetes as is. Oh, full coral. Oh. Somebody's messaging Discord style. I think Discord's just catching up. Yeah. Adding a simple template call, hard coding the name into a resource is usually considered a bad practice. Names should be unique to a release, so we might want to generate a name field. Okay. Yes, I've done stuff like this. You love the prospect of Terraform. I have a hard time wanting to use it over AWS CloudFormation because it's more fleshed out and thorough, plus party paid support. Really? So GCP, like the GCP solution engineers just straight up told me that Terraform is better supported than their gcloud CLI as far as mapping APIs. Now, I know AWS has gone like super hard into like their CDK and like their tools, but most people I know use Terraform for it, for at least setting up the cloud tools. So yeah. But no, in GCP they straight up say no. If you want full support on API config, like on infrastructure as code, don't use any other tool but Terraform. So I want to go get my dogs. Why is this so annoying? Okay, the big change comes from, yes, and you're creating a release name, and that has to come from a key value file. Okay, but where is... Will you remind me what... Yeah, the values. This is the chart config. So the values file is where you put the values. Why is this so hard? Dev Patel, how you doing? We're getting a ton of YouTube viewers in here. Thanks for coming to hang out. Oh. Thanks for coming. I am just literally getting here. I'm kind of at the end of my emotional bandwidth. And I apologize for it. Because I wish to always create great streams and to do more. So, I'm gonna set up a poll. Sorry. So you can set your own destiny. No, thanks for coming. We've been trying to figure out Helm all day. And we started it, and we haven't gotten very far. I am a freelancer? Am I a freelancer? That's a good question. No, I'm just unemployed. I think it is... Citus Tech? And then... So, yeah, no, I'm just unemployed. Salty Dolphin is, like, one of my favorite streamers, because he does Pokemon. Okay, you got 10 minutes if you're on Twitch to vote. Can you get a referral? I'm unemployed. I can't refer you. What do you mean, can I get a referral? I'm looking for a job same as you. Oh, Chris Titus Tech. This is the one I was looking at. Chris Titus Tech, Sam Griffing, Non-Codes, and Sophie Dolphin. Those are our things, sorry. Chris Titus Tech. Anyway. Oh, I didn't see that stretch. Sorry, P-Dog. Yeah, values file is where you put that stuff. So... I'm sorry. So, we're doing the Prometheus one. I don't think there's any values I need to set. I do know that when you install Prometheus, though, because I've installed Prometheus. I'm just gonna do this. We already did the add, we've done the update. If we install it, we should see it when I do so I have a, what am I making? I have a Discord bot, this. I have a Discord bot and a Twitch bot named Pedro. You can say hi to it, just type Pedro in chat with whatever you want to say to Pedro. And you can talk to Pedro right now. And I wanted I want to I want to run the Discord bot from my Kubernetes cluster that I have at home instead of just running it on a server. So that's yeah, so we should have alert manager. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. We have a thing. I just need to get it running, essentially. And I think the goal is to put everything that I need to run Pedro into the chart YAML so that I can just like essentially do like a Helm install or whatever and get everything running. Yes, it should be the default namespace. And yeah, so right now I don't think, do I need to do Helm repo add? No, I shouldn't need to. So yeah. Oh, I don't need a push gateway URL. I need the Prometheus one. So okay, so Prometheus now is running there. So if I do K9s, I have Prometheus pods running. Okay. Now, I know, from what I know about Prometheus, thank you. I need to So I know that at least with the Prometheus stuff I've done, when you do get started, there's like a config you have to set up. With this Prometheus.yaml, and that should be stored somewhere in my stateful sets. I have to figure out how to... This is what essentially I need to figure out how to set in Kubernetes. No clue. I know there's no real-time notifications. Thank you. And that's what I was thinking. I don't know. That's what I was thinking the config stuff would help with. But I think I'm just gonna need to see, like, I need to see an example. I need to see somebody who's run this, and then it'll be much easier to go with. How is our raid? Nobody's voted. How are we supposed to know who to raid if nobody votes? I'll probably do the Chris Titus Tech, but should I just install? Well, we can just do Helm install Loki. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yes. Oh look, they even tell you how to do it with a chart. What about Helm install Grafana? Nope. Oh, create a monitoring namespace? Why? I mean, I probably should do that. There. See, look, somebody went and said, this is the secrets you want. Do they have the same thing for... Sorasuki, how you doing? We're working on deploying stuff to the Kubernetes cluster with Helm. That's what I'm doing. So do I just need to go over here and see what the values are? Okay. Yes, so... somewhere... These are what's needed for for Kubernetes. This thing. Your namespaces. Add more containers to your Prometheus server. I don't need sidecars, do I? I just need... So this value stuff... Host aliasing... See, this is like... Anyway, so I need to specify where Prometheus scrapes the metrics from. That I know for a fact I have to specify. And so that is like, yeah, where I'm at. And we're also voting. We're voting on who to raid. Because I'm a little bit burned out. So, where's our poll at? No. View results. Nobody. So I get to determine the raid. Cool. Thank you, everybody. It was Chris Titus Tech. Thanks for coming. We've had a good time today. I am a little burned out. And I'm waiting for an email to determine my future. See, of the 333 viewers, there's actually only 6 of you. That is... Twitch's API has been all over the place. Thanks for being here. We're going to send you over in a raid. I'll see you next time. And if you want to know when the best place to know when next time will be on the Discord. That link should be on the Twitch page, and it should be on the YouTube page. So come figure out when next time is on Discord, and we'll see you soon.